Okay, so in this breakups I've been having, I hope I can still continue from here. So what we're going to do is now is we're going to start with question 1a, which is given that 1, 3, 1y is equal to 9. So these are the two matrices we are given, and then the product of these two matrices is 9. So what we need to do is we need to find the value of y, which is this one. What is the value of y? So what basically we need to do is okay, we're going to rewrite the matrices. Okay, then we do this. Okay, we rewrite the expressions. Okay, now once we have done this, we are going to write, we finish writing the exact expression in the question. Okay, this is the matrix here. Okay, so just follow me keenly so that you know how to solve it. Okay, so once you have done this, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do the actual multiplication. Now you should know that for you to multiply the matrices, the number of columns in the first matrix should match the number of rows in the second matrix. Okay, so like this matrix has got the order of 1 by 2. Okay, 1 by 2. Then this one has the order of it has got 2 rows, so which is the order will be 2 by how many columns? 1. So by 1. Now you can see that the number of columns here is equal to the number of rows here. That means this can be multiplied. Okay, then what kind of matrix are we going to come up with? Now when we look at the outer numbers, this one and this one is telling us the order of matrix. So we're going to come up with a product of a matrix which is 1 by 1. Okay, so once you have done this, then we can go ahead and multiply. So what we're going to do now is we're going to multiply 1 by 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the bigger bracket, and then inside this I'm going to come up with smaller matrices. So 1 by 3, so I'm going to write 1 multiply 3 by y. So I'm going to open bracket and multiply 3 by y. Okay, that is equal to 9. Okay, we should also remember to put 9 in brackets. Okay, now this is the matrix we're going to get, which is 1. Okay, then what we're going to do is now we're going to do the actual multiplication. So we're going to say 1 by 3 will give me 3. Okay, and we should open this, okay, like this. Okay, then we say plus. Okay, then 3 by y is going to give us 3y. Okay, then we are going to close this matrix. Remember here I made a mistake, I didn't do the final closing, so this and this should be there. Okay, then we say equal to, then we say 9. Okay, now when we reach this stage, what we're going to do is we want to find the value of y. Remember, we want to find the value of y. That's what they're asking us, find the value of y. So what we're going to do now here is we're going to remove the brackets and leave the expression just the way it is. So we have a situation where we have 3 plus 3y, okay, is equal to 9. Okay, is equal to 9. Even here we are removing the brackets. So what we're going to do now is we are going to rearrange the numbers. We are going to put the like terms together. Okay, so what we're going to do now here is we are going to remain with y, the term that has y on one side of the equal sign. So we're going to have 3y is equal to then 9. Okay, 9. Then these 3 will close the equal sign and come this side. That means we're going to have minus. This 3 is going to close the equal sign. Then it's going to be minus 3. Okay, then we're going to write 3y is equal to, okay, 3y is equal to, then we are going to have 9 minus 3 will give us 6. Okay, then for us, we want to find the value of y. That means we are going to divide both sides by 3, and this side we're going to divide by 3. Okay, so I'm sure you're able to follow me. If you're behind, you can ask me in the comment section. I'll be glad to respond to you. So what we're going to do now, since we have got this, then the next thing we're going to do is now we are going to cancel 3 here and 3 this down. It will be cancelled out, so we can have something like this. So the value of y is 2. Okay, unless if you have got questions, but basically that's what you need to do. So the value of y is 2. Okay, if you have no questions, you can go to the next question. Remember, tomorrow we are going to write paper 2 mathematics, and this is I'm just trying to walk you through the 2022 paper. So if you are interested in going through this paper with me, please remember to stay tuned with me until we finish the entire paper. Okay, so now we go to the next question, which is question 1b. Okay, so question 1b, I'm sure it's very clear. Evaluate 1 1 0 1 1 base 2 divided by 1 1 base 2, giving your answer in base 2. Okay, so best do is to solve this question, what you need to do first is you need to convert these numbers that are in base 2 into base 10. Then you divide. After you divide again, you go back into base you convert the numbers into base 10 again. Okay, so what you need to do is you're going to rewrite the numbers. So what I can do now is I'll try to see how I can reduce the size of the numbers I'm going to write. If you have got questions, you can ask. So I'm going to space them. So I'm going to write like this. Then I'm going to write like this. 1. I'm copying this number here. So 1. Then here I'm going to put 0. Then 1 again 1. Okay. It is in base 2, then divide by 1 again 1. All right, so what you need to do now here, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to convert these numbers in base 2 into base 10. So I'm going to write base 2 as well. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to write the place values. Okay, so for these numbers not to confuse you, these you should know that they're in base 2, but I'm going to remove them for now so that they don't confuse you as we write the place values of these numbers. So the place value of this one in this figure is 1. The place value of this one in this figure is 2. The place value of 0 in this figure is 4. Okay, so I'm writing the place values of numbers in base 2. So if you don't know how to write the numbers in base 2 and other bases, you can check on our videos where we have written number bases. The playlist called number bases. Check on the videos where I talked about this. If you don't find it on our YouTube channel, you can also check on our Facebook page where we talked about place values of numbers in different number bases. So now once we have written the place value of 0, which is 4, we go to the place value of this will be 8, and the place value of this one is 16. Okay, then once I've done that, we can come this side. We say the place value of this one is 1s. The place value of this is 2's, so we're going to write 2 like that. Now once I've done this, we go now and change these numbers into base 10. So how do we do that? What we're going to do now is we're going to be multiplying the place value of this number, or we're going to multiply this number 1 here by this its place value, which is 1. Okay, so we're going to come up with something like this. Okay, we're going to come up with something like this. So I'm going to open brackets, then I say 1 multiplied by, now this 1 multiplied by 16, so I'm going to multiply 1 multiplied by 16, then close bracket. Okay, then we're going to say plus. Okay, so if you're enjoying this revision, please remember to give it a like and also share with your friends so that you can encourage me. If I see bigger number watching this video, I'll be encouraged to finish it. So please remember to share with your friends so that I don't get discouraged to finish the entire revision. Okay, so basically, like I said earlier on, the essence of this video is not to share with you a leakage. I do not have a leakage and I don't know what is coming in an exam tomorrow. I'm a person who believes in doing things the right way. So please, I've just seen that majority of the students may struggle with this paper. That's why I've just taken time to revise with you and also to remind you with the formulas you're going to use. However, if you have got intentions to find a leakage, you have come to a long place. Otherwise, I don't get involved in searching for leakages. Okay, so once we have done that, then we're going to open bracket, then we're going to say 1, this 1 multiplied by 8. Okay, so multiplied by 8. Okay, then close bracket. Okay, then we come to this one, we multiply. So what I'm going to say, I'm going to put plus. Okay, then I'm going to open bracket, then I'm going to say 0 multiplied by its place value, which is 4. Okay, then we say that one will give us, okay, then close bracket. Then here it's 2, I'm sure you're able to see, so multiply 1 by this. So before we do that, we're going to write plus sign, then we're going to say 1 multiplied by 2, okay, close bracket, then we say plus. Okay, then we open bracket, then we multiply 1 by 1. Okay, 1 multiplied by 1. Okay, then we close bracket, then we come and put this division sign. So we're going to say divide by, okay, then open bracket, we multiply 1 by this 2. So I'm sure the division sign is visible. Then we say 1 multiplied by, multiplied by 2, then plus. Okay, then open bracket, then we say 1 multiplied by 1 like that, then we close bracket. Okay, once I've done that, then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do the actual division. Okay, we're going to do the actual division. So what we're going to do is we're going to multiply 1 multiplied by 16 will give us 16. Okay, then plus, okay, then 1 multiplied by 8 will give us 8. Okay, then 4 multiplied by 0 will give us 0, or let me say 0 multiplied by 4 will give us 0. Okay, then plus, okay, plus, then we say 1 multiplied by 2 will give us 2. Okay, then plus, sorry, not multiplication, but it should be plus. Sorry for trying to write. Okay, then we say plus. Okay, then we say 1 multiplied by 1 will give us 1. Okay, now once we have done that, then we are going to say divide by. So we're going to put this in brackets because we haven't found the sum of the entire numbers we have found. Then we're going to put them in brackets, then like that. Then we say, we open bracket, then we say 1 multiplied by 2 will give us 2. Okay, then plus, okay, 1 multiplied by 1 will give us 1. Okay, then we close bracket. I'm sure you're able to see that this is the addition, not multiplication. Okay, so okay, now once we have done this, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to now do the actual addition. So we'll add this first. So we're going to say 16 plus 8 will give us 24. 24 plus 0 will give us 24. Then 24 plus 2 will give us 26. 26 plus 1 will give us 27. So we're going to come up with 27 here like this. Okay, then we say divide by, okay, then we say 2 plus 1 will give us 3. Okay, then now once we've gotten 3 like that, then we're going to divide 27 divided by 3. Okay, please, I'm going to stop here for just some seconds. Give me the quotient of 27 divided by 3. Okay, write in the comment section. Let me see if you are following me up. 27 divided by 3. So please write in the comment section. Be fast because time is ticking out. Okay. All right, let me check the answers you are writing in the comment section. Please, let's get interacting so that I see that you are following me. I can see 3 people are watching. Let me see your comments in the comment section. Let me see what answer you have gotten. 27 divided by 3. What is the answer you have gotten? Okay, so 27 divided by 3 will give us what? 9. Okay, so that will be the answer. Okay, please remember, let us interact so that I see that your people are watching. If you are not watching, please, if you are not, like, we are not interacting, it will bore me and I might even stop. So encourage me by commenting in the comment section so that I know that we are together. Okay, so now once we have found the answer, which is 9, now remember, this is not the correct answer they want. Okay, this is the procedure and this is just one step, the first step we need to do. Okay, now once we have done that, we should go now to the second step, because they are saying evaluate 1 1 0 1 1 base 2 divided by 1 1 base 2, giving you answer into base 2. So now, as you can see, the answer I've gotten 9 here is in base 10. So we need to change 9 into base 2. Okay, so what do we do to change 9 into base 2? How can we convert 9 into base 2? So I'm going to come up with this frame which we are going to use. I'm sure you have used this one before. So what we're going to do, we're going to write 9 here, and here we're going to write R. Okay, and here we're going to put 2 here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to say how many times can 2 go into 9? It will go 4 times. Okay, it will go 4 times, remainder 1. Okay, then we're going to draw a line and then we put 2 here. Then the question is, how many times can 2 go into 4? It will go 2 times. Okay, so we're going to say it goes 2 times, remainder 0. Then we're going to draw a line here. Then we're going to ask ourselves to say how many times can 2 go into 2? It will go 1 time, remainder 0. Okay, then we draw a line here like this. Then we say how many times can 2 go into 1? Okay, how many times can 2 go into 1? It will go 0 times, remainder 1. Now, since we have gotten 0 here on the line where there is a number we're converting into base 2, this 9, the same column where this is 9 is, the one we're converting in base 2 is, when we get a 0 as the quotient, what we're going to do now is we are going to say that the calculation has ended. Then we're going to get our answer from the column of the remainders. So how do we get the answer from the remainder of columns? We start from the last remainder up to the first remainder. So now, as you can see, this is the last remainder we got. So start from the last remainder. We start from the first remainder going upwards. So here we have got 1, and here we get this 0. Okay, and then we get that 0. My other 0, this 0 is too big. Okay, Okay, then I write this 0. This 0 I've written is from this one. Then we come to this 0 and we write it. Then we go to the first remainder we got, which is 1, and record it there. Then we write the number of the base in which this 9 we have converted it into. So I've converted this 9 into base 2. So we're going to write the base number, which is 2. Okay, so this is the final answer. Now this is how you should solve it. So the 2 marks they are showing you here, maybe 1 mark is for this process, the other mark is for this process. So basically this is what you need to do to get the correct answer here. Okay, so now once you have done this, the next thing we're going to do is okay, so once I've done this, then the answer is correct. So we go to the next question, which is, let's go to the next question, which is this question. Okay, so here the question is question 1C is time. If he worked for 54 hours instead of 40 normal working hours in a certain week, calculate his wage for that week. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to use this formula. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write wage. So I'm going to write wage is equal to so what is his wage? So we're going to say wage is equal to, so we're going to say normal working or normal time. So let me say normal time plus overtime. Okay, that is the formula we're going to use for us to calculate his wage for that particular week. Okay, so once we have done this, what we're going to do is what I'm going to do is I'm going to say I'm going to write here. Okay, then I'm going to say what is his normal time. What is his normal time? We're saying his normal time per week is 40 hours. Okay, it's here, so you can see the details of this. Normal time, normal working hours is 40 hours per week, and then overtime, then we are going to find the number of hours worked overtime in that particular week by subtracting normal time from the total hours this man worked. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to say what is the normal time. The normal time we are told is 40 hours, so we're going to say 40 times, then what is how much does he work for in a normal time? How much is he paid after working an hour? So when he works for an hour, he's paid 20 kwacha. So we're going to say 40 times 20 kwacha. Okay, 40 times 20 kwacha, that is for the normal time. Okay, 20 times 40 times 20 kwacha. Okay, every time he works an hour, his wage or his money for that particular 1 hour is 20 kwacha. So now once he has worked for 40 hours in a week, then for us to find how much he has worked for the entire week of 40 hours, we're going to multiply 40 by 20 kwacha. Okay, then we come to how many hours did he work for overtime. Now when we subtract 40 from 50 hours, because we are told that he worked 54 hours in that particular week, and each hour each week the normal working time for each week is 40 hours. So we're going to subtract 40 from 54 hours. So when we subtract 40 from 54 hours, we're going to remain with 14. So I'm going to say plus, let me first put these numbers in brackets. Okay, let me put them in bracket. Then we say plus, then plus, we open bracket, plus, then plus 14 hours times, okay, times 40 times 40. Now, where is this 40 coming from? Now, when you look at this one, we are told that if you worked for, here, a man's basic rate per hour is 20 kwacha, and his overtime rate is double what time. His overtime rate is double time. Now, when they say it is double time, what they are trying to mean here is that whatever is paid in a normal hour times 2, okay, double, you double the amount. So if it's double, then we are talking about he's going to get 20 times 2, that is 40 kwacha. So that's why I'm saying here it's 40 kwacha. Okay, so we say times 40 kwacha, close bracket. Okay, once we have done this, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and find the value. Okay, once we have written this expression, now we're going to do the actual multiplication of these numbers in brackets. Then later on, their products will be added together to get a sum. So what we're going to do is we are going to add them. So we're going to say we're going to multiply them first before we add. So we're going to say 40 by 20 will give us 800. Sorry, yes, it will give us 800. Okay, it will give us 800. That's correct. It's going to give us 800. Then 800 plus, then we multiply 14 multiplied by 14 multiplied by 40. So when we multiply 14 by 40, we're going to get 560. Okay, it's more or less like when we multiply 40 by 10 will give us 400. Then 40 by 4, it will give us 160. 160 plus 400, it will give us 560. Sorry, here I didn't put the kwacha sign, which should be like that, and this side we should say equal to 560. Okay, now once I've gotten this is the value of overtime and this is the value of normal time. Now what we're going to do now here is we're going to find the sum of those. So 800 plus 560 will give us it's going to give us 800 plus 560 will give us 1360 kwacha. 1360 kwacha. This is the amount he got in that particular week. Okay, this is the sum he got at the end of the week according to the number of hours he worked, overtime and normal time. Okay, if you have got questions, please, like I always say, ask in the comment section and we'll be glad to respond to you. Basically what we have opted to is to share with you tricks and ideas on how to solve questions in an exam. So like I said earlier on, the intention of this video coming at this time is because there is a challenge with network. I wanted to start at 20 hours. Now there was a challenge with the network. Now I can see that network has improved and I'm able to share with you very clear and without interruption of network. So please, if you're looking for leakage, like I said earlier on, this is not the place. I'm here to educate you on how to solve mathematical questions. One of the purpose of doing this, if for those students who are serious, they can join me so that instead of them moving around to look for leakage, they can join me and share with me the same knowledge I'm sharing with others. So please, I want a lot of my people to come on my channel and learn with me. Please, it's never too late. The best thing you can do is don't have fear. Please don't have fear. I was once a student like you, so I'm telling you the truth. I'm a teacher. I've taught for so many years. I'm telling you the truth. You are capable of passing. The only thing is, if you underrate yourself, then you are wrong. You are capable of doing well. Don't underrate yourself. Please listen to me. I was once a student. I was once in grade 9. You are capable of doing it without a leakage. So just watch my steps, try. It's never too late. Just understand. These same questions, I've done a lot of questions. I've done a lot of question papers on my channel. This is the only paper I haven't done. Starting from 2019, I've been doing all the papers, internal, external. If you look at all the papers, the only thing that is different from each paper is numbers. Otherwise, the similar questions comes. Okay, so even now as we are talking about this simultaneous equation, it can be either they will bring an addition where both both equations, they have addition here, or they will bring the same kind of equation like the one I have here. What you need to do is just follow the steps I'll guide you. That's all. So please, if you're looking for leakage, not here. So let's go to solving this equation. Solve the simultaneous equations. Okay, so we have got two equations here which we need to solve. Okay, so we're going to use elimination method. So what we're going to do is, since here there are different signs here, so what we're going to do now here is here it's positive and here it's positive. I want to get rid of x's. As you can see, they are equal. So that is the easiest way I can do is to get rid of the x's. Okay, so I'm going to, this is positive and this is positive, then I'm going to subtract. Okay, so x minus x will give us 0. Okay, so since it's 0, what you can do is don't write anything under x. So that means these, they have cancelled each other out in other ways. Okay, so I don't want to cancel them out because they are, we're going to use one of these equations, so I don't want anyone to get confused. So there is 0. So now we're going to say negative 3 minus positive 2. So what expression I'm going to come up with is something like this: negative 3, okay, minus then positive 2. Okay, so I just want to focus on the coefficients. Ignore the variables, which is y. The variables are the same, it's y. Let's ignore them a bit. So what we're going to do is now is we're going to have this negative multiplied by positive. That is means it's going to give us a negative. So we are going to have something like negative 3, then negative times positive, it's going to give us a negative, then it's going to be like this. Okay, sorry, here I didn't close it, so it's going to be negative minus 2. So now, since all of them, they are negatives, what we're going to do is we're going to maintain the negative, and then we say 3 plus 2 will give us 5. Okay, so we're going to have negative 5. So here we're going to have negative 5. Okay, so if you want to also to do this, you can do like I've done here in an exam. You can do like I've done here on this other side. Okay, once we do this, then we come here, we say 1 minus 6. So it's more or less like we have 1 minus 6. Okay, is equal to, then we're going to say which number is bigger between 1 and 6. Okay, we ignore, you don't say negative 6, we just say the number which is bigger between 1 and 6. We know that 6 is bigger than 1. So what sign does 6 has? It has a negative. So we're going to put a negative there. Now since we are subtracting, we're going to find the difference of 6 and 1. So the difference of 6 and 1 is 5. So that is negative 5. Okay, now before I write this negative 5, there is something I forgot here. Is once I've done that, here I was supposed to write y. Please, I forgot y. You shouldn't make this mistake which I made. Okay, y. Then here again, I'm going to write the same answer. So I'm saying 1 minus 6, we're going to get negative 5. Okay, negative 5. Now remember, we want to find the value of y, so we're going to divide both sides by negative 5. Okay, y, we want to remain with y on one side of the equal sign, so even here we'll divide by negative 5. Okay, then this negative 5 and this negative 5 will cancel each other out, leaving us with y, which will be equal to, okay, so negative 5 divided by negative 5 will give us positive 1. Okay, so the value of y in these two equations is 1. Okay, the value of y is 1. Okay, so now I want you also to try to find the value of x. Okay, I'll try to be fast, but I want also to try. Okay, so I'm just going to give you some few seconds, like let me say 30 seconds. Let me see the answer you get. Try to just type your answer you've gotten. What is the value of x in these two equations? What is the value of x in these two equations? Since y has got the value of 1. Okay, okay, this is 1. Okay, so I'm giving 30 seconds. Okay, now if you have found the value of x, comment in the comment section. So here the answer we got was 1, because I've seen that trying to relate it. Okay, it's 1. So what we're going to do now, we're going to pick one of the equations here to use it to find the value of x. So I'm going to write the first equation. Doesn't matter the one you pick, either number 2 or 1, whichever you pick. So x minus 3y is equal to 1. Okay, so what we're going to do, where there is y, we're going to put the value we got. So we're going to write x, okay, minus 3 multiplied by 1 close bracket is equal to 1. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to find we're going to evaluate here. Okay, so we're going to write x minus this by this will give us negative 3 multiplied by 1 will give us negative 3, which will be equal to, then we say is equal to 1. Then what we're going to do is now we're going to put like terms together. That means leaving x on one side of the equal sign. So we're going to come up with x is equal to 1, this one here. Now this 3 has closed the equal sign. That means it's going to be, this negative 3 has closed the equal sign. It's going to be plus 3. Okay, it's going to be plus 3. Then we say x is equal to, okay, then 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. Okay, so the value of x in these two equations is 4. Okay, so that is the answer. If you want, you can also try using this. Let's try to use the second equation. So we have got the second equation, which is x is equal to, or x plus 2y is equal to 6. Okay, remember, if we find the answer to be correct, if we find the answer to be 6, then that means our answer is correct. So we're going to put, where there is x, we're going to put 4 because we found x to be 4. Okay, or we don't put 4. We just want to find the value of x using this equation. Okay, if we get the value of x to be 4, that means even this answer is correct, because both equations should give you the same answer. Okay, so we're going to say x is equal to, or x plus 2. Then what is the value of y? We found the value of y to be 1, so we're going to multiply 2 multiplied by 1 is equal to 6. Okay, then we say x, okay, then we evaluate here, 2 multiplied by 1 will give us 1, so we're going to have plus 2. 2 multiplied by 1 will give us 2, then which will be equal to 6. Then we put like terms together. That means we're going to have x, okay, is equal to, then 6 is equal to 6, then plus 2 is going to close the equal sign and become minus 2. Then we have x, okay, is equal to 6 minus 2 will give us 4. Okay, so we have found the answer to be x, the value of x to be 4, just like we did here. So basically that's what you need to do. If you have got questions, you can ask in the. So basically here we are done with question 1. That means we should be able to accumulate 10 marks. So all this work I've done for question 10 marks. These are correct answers in this paper. This is 2022 internal paper. If you want to check external paper, it is on our channel as well. Just take time and look for it. Okay, we go to this question, which is question 2, which is 2a. Okay, so question 2a, we have got solve the equation x over 2 is equal to 3x minus 1. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, for me to solve this equation, I'm going to rewrite the expression x over 2, okay, is equal to, all right, 3x x minus 1. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, first of all, I want to get rid of the fraction. Okay, so I'm going to multiply this term, this fraction, and these terms by 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply by x over 2. Okay, then I'm going to say is equal to, then I'm going to have 2 open bracket 3x minus 1 cross bracket. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start now to do the actual multiplication. So I'm going to say 2, this one and these 2, they cancel each other out. Then I have x is equal to 2 multiplied by 3x will give me 6x. Okay, then 2 multiplied by -1 will give me -2. Okay, now what I'm going to do now here is I'm going to put like terms together. I'm going to put like terms together like the way it is. So I'm going to write x. Okay, remember I'm solving the equation. I want to find the value of x. Okay, so now I'm going to say x, then this 6x will cross the equal sign and become minus 6x. Okay, this is the equal sign. Then is equal to 2. Okay, now once we have done this, sorry, this is -2, sorry, this is -2. Sorry, this is -2, so minus 2. Okay, then I'm going to evaluate this side. So I'm going to have something like is equal to, then x. So I'm going to ask myself which one is big, since these are the same terms, they are like terms. So I'm going to find which coefficient is big between the one which is this side and this 6. So 6 is bigger, and what is the sign of 6 is negative, so I'm going to write negative. Then what is the difference of 1x and 6x? It is 5x. Okay, so you can even say what is the difference of the coefficients 1 and 6? It's 5. Then you write the variables, okay, which is going to be equal to -2. Okay, now once I've done this, remember we want to solve the equation, so we need to find the value of x. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to divide both sides by -5. Okay, we are going to divide both sides by -5 so that x remains on one side of the equal sign. So we're going to say minus, divide by -5, again here divide by -5. Okay, now once we have done this, that means -5 this side and -5 this side will cancel each other out. Now once we have done that, we are going to remain with it. Then we say equal to, we'll remain with only x, okay, which will be equal to, okay, then is equal to -2 over -5. Now what we can do here, for us to find the positive numbers, we're going to say we divide both sides by both numbers on top and down, we divide by -1, okay, and here we divide by -1, okay, then it's -1, okay. So we are going to write x is equal to -2 divided by -1 will give us +2, okay. -5 divided by -1 will give us +5. So the value of x is 2/5. That is the value of x in that equation. Please, if you have got questions, you can ask in the comment section. Otherwise, basically, that is how you find the equations. Okay. All right. Okay. For now, I'll end up to here because I can see that people have slept. Thank you so much for those who have joined me. Thank you so much. Those who have been coming to watch. Thank you so much. Otherwise, all the best for tomorrow. But if I'll be able to manage to wake up around 05, I'll do that. Otherwise, I want just to advise you that be confident. You are able to write the exam, and all the best as you write your exam tomorrow. Thank you so much and have a wonderful night. Good night and see you next time.